Well, next I wanted to do this book, The Thran by Magic the Gathering. It's an old book, I'm gonna be honest, it's very old. I have no trust in Wizards of the Coast to respect the legacy of this book and of its story, but that's why we're here, to present pieces of knowledge and lore to the people, and well, have fun while doing so. So let's begin. This one might be weird because I got it from mtgsalvation.com and it's from an ascended mage called Perkunas687, I think. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. So let's begin. There might be typos and spelling mistakes, but of course, we do this for fun. And you know what? It's also kind of fun when I jumble the words up. Rebecca's panting slowed. She stared in dull realization. If this world is all artifice, who is its creator? She looked up at Dyfed. You? No, she said, shaking her head. Though I thank you for the compliment. No. This place was created by an ancient and powerful planeswalker. It was his life's work. Then how can you just give it away? She asked. If this isn't yours, if it's the magnum opus of some ancient planeswalker, how can you simply cede it to the Empire? Shall I show you? Dyfed asked, grasping Rebecca's hand and reaching for Yawgmoth's. He withdrew his grip. First, show us the rest. You said there was 9 spheres here, nested one within the others. Yes, 1 for each city-state and 1 for Yawgmoth. Then let's see the rest. They get darker here on out. The next one is the furnace level, with mile-high incinerators not working right now. There are massive refineries, stacks, and metal mills. Then there's the 5th sphere, just a sea of oil. There's one down there that is hotter than a sun. Not very welcoming, she said, then snatched up his hand. But a 9th sphere. This time the ragged blackness between worlds was not as terrifying as the place they stepped into. It was utterly dark and still. The air stank of rotting flesh. Even in the choking murk, Rebecca sensed that this sphere was very small. Only as large as Yawgmoth's laboratory and the infirmary. With the soft ooze beneath her feet, she knew that most of the sphere was filled with the corpse of whatever had dwelt here. This is welcoming? Rebecca gasped out, clutching a hand over her mouth. In a way, yes, Dyfed responded. The master of this place died a month ago. It will slowly die after him, unless, of course, the world welcomes us to take the master's place. She awakened a light above her outstretched hand. The glow splashed across the great carcass. A dragon, Rebecca gasped out. She stood on the creature's decaying hip. Desiccated scales curled like autumn leaves around her feet. Beneath it, putrid meat clung to slumped bones. She looked for clear ground on which to stand, but a dead dragon took up the whole sphere. A dragon made all this? From where she stood atop the leathery wreck of one wing, Dyfed said, yes, a dragon was his favorite form. It is why the first sphere is filled with serpents, made in his own image. But in truth, his original figure was human. She waved her hand. There, in the putrid air beneath them, a ghostly face formed, the vision of a man. He seemed an elderly glacian, His fine features wrinkled in a white beard and shocks of hair. From here, he could control the whole plane? Yawgmoth asked intently. Yes, Dyfed answered. If we cleared his corpse away, I could control it from here? He persisted. Yes. 8 spheres for the city-states and the 9th sphere for Yawgmoth. If you link this plane to a power stone, we use it to create a permanent portal from Halcyon? That is the plan, Dyfed affirmed. Yawgmoth smiled, his eyes swimming with dreams. It will be a world of progressive generation. Pyrexis. It will be a world called Pyrexia. Whew, and that's Magic the Gathering. That's one of the good ones, in my opinion, to be honest. It's interesting, and if you know something about Magic the Gathering lore, well, let's be honest, we all know where it goes from here.